beautiful Aquarians, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for February 2022. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details and I'll never ask you for your personal details either. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly. So please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Aquarians, so this is your February singles reading. If you feel like you're in a twin flame connection, I will be doing a twin flame reading for your sign. So please look out for that in the next couple of days. If you're not looking for a love relationship reading, then I will be doing a career reading in the next couple of days also. The monthlies are up already, so you can check that out there too as well. Now, they keep showing me an owl before I even sort of do your reading. They're showing me an owl. And it came up in the meditation that I do right before your reading. So owls may be a signifier as you move through the month of February. So we're going to go deeper and find out what's going on there for you as well. We've got the lily and we've got the new beginnings card as well. So beautiful energy. I'm just going to get your overall energy before I start the reading. And then I'm going to do a Celtic cross and see who or what is coming your way, okay? So we've got the adjudication, we got the child card. Now we've got the child card twice here, so I'm just going to see what that is about. We've got poverty. Now poverty does not mean that you're going to lose financially. What it tends to mean in a love relationship means you're feeling pretty left out in the cold when it comes to love. You may feel, well, there you go, we got the poverty and imprisonment. So you may be feeling a little bit stuck when it comes to finding love. Perhaps you feel like you have a lot of responsibility that's preventing you from focusing on love as well. So we're going to go deeper, as I said, and find out what is going on here for you though. Now, your protagonist energy, this is your card. It's number 22. So this is the fork in the road, the crossroads. So you're at a bit of a decision point, okay? And I feel like you're in between choices at this time. You're wondering what it is you need to focus on. So whether it is you're feeling it's time to choose to focus on love, or whether you're focusing on your career, because we have we have great fortune here. So I feel like you're focusing on career goals as well. It's almost like trying to find balance between focusing on things that are very important to you or necessary to you, because I do feel responsibility in your energy as well, and trying to find time to look for love, okay? Also, you may feel like you have a choice when it comes to love. Revisit the past or a past situation, because we do have adjudication here, okay? Now, adjudication is about judgment energy. Weighing up options. You may feel like there's you and a person. Either you and a person are currently separated or separating, or you're going through a divorce of some sort. You may have to wait for some sort of legalities to come through before you can move on and look for new love. So that there's a small percentage of energy coming up in this reading for people who are experiencing that at this time. For those of you who are not going through some sort of separation or divorce, I do feel like there is a past situation that you're trying to learn from, is what I'm getting. Because I feel like going forward, you do not want to take the baggage of the past into a new relationship. So I feel like there is a path that means you have to process a lot of difficult feelings. And right now you may be uncertain as to whether you are ready to open yourself up to new love. Now, of course, there is an acknowledgement in this reading where you understand that you don't need love from another person. You would like it. Okay, this new person that comes on in needs to be a healthy, new, wonderful addition to the world that you've built for yourself already, because I feel like you're very self-sufficient. You've got this all going on by yourself. Okay, now some of you have children and you may be feeling that you have a lot of responsibilities and you may have little time or energy to seek or put yourself in situations to find love. I do feel like that will change, but I do feel like it's about your commitment to your goals and dreams and focusing on certain things, trying to find balance, to focus on a little bit more me time, as it were. And remember, self-care is also about looking for love or putting yourself in situations to find a counterpart if that is what you're seeking, if you feel like it's now time. Now, they won't let me put this card down. They're saying I'm not finished with it. So it's number 22. When you reduce it, 2 plus 2 is 4, which is the Emperor energy. Now, this is about control. It's also about power and structure. So I feel like you are focusing on goals and dreams, trying to build a plan for your future to bring a solid sort of foundation to your needs, as it were. But the Emperor energy is always about a strategy or a plan. So if you're not leaving yourself time to put yourself in situations to find a new opportunity to find love, or you're not putting yourself online, for example, to find love, if you're not putting yourself physically in situations, the universe is, well, my guides are actually giving you this sort of emphasis, like you have to find a plan. You have to make a choice, okay? Because whilst it's wonderful, the universe will put you in the path to meet somebody, but if you're a homebody and you're not putting yourself in a situation to meet that somebody, then it's going to be very, very difficult. I did say in another reading earlier, love isn't going to sort of break through your window and sort of roll onto your sofa and be like, hey, somebody call for some love. Okay, that would be a very distressing situation if that was to occur. But anyway, you know what I mean, okay? So I feel like you're making decisions or you're making plans. Perhaps you're finding the motivation again to get back in the ring of love, as it were. But there's something here, there's like a judgment. So this is your protagonist energy. So you may be looking at something that you've experienced in the past, either judging that other person or judging yourself in that situation, because you're trying to learn what is right for you and what you do not want going forward. So also I feel like I just feel like you may be judging. Now, this came up in a Gemini reading earlier. Some of you may be judging your age because it's number 30. When you reduce it, 3 plus 0 is the Empress card energy. So that is like a maturity kind of energy, you being in your prime kind of energy. And because it's a adjudication card, you may be judging your age, or you may be judging you being in this situation looking for love or being indecisive about love at this time for the age that you are. Remember, we all have our own path. What is meant for you will never ever pass you by. There is some love coming on in here. I feel like you will be put in a creative situation to have a new beginning. I do feel like there's someone here thinking about you already. So I'm just going to pull a card on that as well. Moving on, we have the resistance position, the Stork. Now this means there's been a period of stagnation, nothing happening in your relationships, not even a sniff of love in the vicinity at all, okay? But it does mean that there is hope, because it's number 17. Number 17 is the Star card energy, Aquarius, which is your card. So I feel like there is a renewal of hope. There is, it's almost like you're being revitalized, reborn. There's inspiration here to put yourself in the spotlight, to be seen, is what and I don't mean you're going to get up on stage and do a rendition of something in a karaoke bar. I don't mean you're going to put yourself physically in the spotlight. I feel like you're actually going to put yourself in a position to be seen, okay? Whether that's you attend an event, whatever. I feel like when you meet this person, I feel like you've made an effort as it were. I feel like you always make an effort, but I feel like you've made an effort to be at this event, whatever this event is. Now, I will clarify as we go on, but the stork energy tends to mean stagnation, nothing happening for a long period of time, then sudden movement. So I feel like you're going to suddenly meet somebody, okay? Now, it is crossed by the child card. I'm going to pull a card on this because it's number 18, which is the moon energy, which is uncertainty. So it can mean that there is something maybe from childhood that is preventing you from opening up fully to love or believing in love in some way. Maybe it's how you experienced the foundation of love. Perhaps parents separated when you were younger and you're like, you did not intentionally carry ancestral wounding with you, but it may influence the way that you look at love and commitment moving forward. Some of you also may feel like it's not the right time to look for new love because perhaps you're raising a family and you're feeling like you have a lot of responsibility. So you're like, when is the right time? I mean, the time is never right. If we wait for the right time, it may be never. So, I feel like you're going to know when the time is right intuitively because we got the moon energy there with that number 18. But I'm going to pull a quick card there because I feel there's just an energy of you having a dream or a goal and looking at it now, it didn't get reached. Okay, and it could be to do with love and you feel like it never got realized. So if you're the sort of person who's never been in a relationship, perhaps, I feel like you may feel left out in the cold. But we've got an Ace of Pentacles here. So they're indicating that there is, oh my gosh, there is a solid commitment coming on in here for you. I mean, you got two ends of the spectrum. The Ace of Pentacles says that there is a new offer coming on in here for you. So it really connects to that stork energy. You may have been waiting for a long time, but there is sudden movement. There is an Ace of Pentacles. Now, as you can see, that cloud there, it represents like a difficult time, the clouds. You cannot see this coming. It is an uncertain period that you're living in. I mean, we're all trying to be an adult, live life, pay the bills, look after our responsibilities, and navigate a major pandemic at the same time and try and remain well and all of those things. So it's a very difficult period in humanity. So I feel you've had a difficult journey to date anyway, but as you can see, the hand comes out of nowhere. The universe offers someone who will bring a long-term commitment with them. The Ace of Pentacles tends to mean you're on the right path towards success, okay? Your dreams will be realized. So if there was like a childhood dream, I mean, some of you may be like, I want to get married. I want to settle down. Maybe that was a dream that you wanted or something that you saw for your future and it hasn't happened that way right now. That's all about to change. And we've got a King of Pentacles here. So that means making a really good decision in love. Also, it means a solid investment in love. Someone who may be a little bit older than you. Someone who maybe this person has been divorced in the past or has children in some way. Doesn't have to be, but I'm just picking up on an energy of someone who's lived life, someone who's experienced life, and they know what they want. This person is not wishy-washy. This person does not leave you with a question mark. This person knows what they want, this new person that's coming on in, and they invest from the very beginning. They see a future with you right from the get-go, okay? So I do feel like there is sudden movement in your relationships, and it's a really positive one. Now, the outcome position is the clouds. It's number 6. Now, this is the Lenormand deck by Lamucci Design. Beautiful deck there. But the clouds represent something that is hidden, okay? And we have thoughts here as well. So I do feel like there's someone already in your energetic sphere that has hidden feelings for you. So I will clarify that in a moment. I'm going to go to a Celtic cross afterwards and see who is coming towards you. But it's number 6. So that is the number of love, balance, harmony, partnerships. It is the number of the Lover's card. And the Lover's card used to be called the Choice card. So I do feel like there may be some options coming on in, which really connects to your first card of the fork in the road, having an option. So let's see what else is going on there. I mean, we've got another number 30. Okay, we're getting number synchronicity in 2 different decks. So that means that there is radical change occurring in your love relationships. Number 30 is the Lily, which talks about sensuality, sexuality, and creativity. So I do feel like there is someone who is going to really connect to your chemistry, someone who is going to spark your interest, And I do feel like there is, you know, a creative vibe here. So this person may be quite a creative person. They may have their own business. They may make their own money doing something creative. They're very, very assured, this person. Now, this may be, you may meet this person at a place where either you have a hobby that you go and try and learn a little bit more about that hobby, or a place where you can be creative, or if you have children, it can be a place where you bring your children to be creative in some way, because I feel like there's a lot of exciting, enthusiastic energy at this place where you meet this new person, okay? And finally, we got number 13. Now, number 13 is a connection to the death card, which is change. The death card doesn't mean, well, it can mean something is ending, but it means a new cycle. It means rejuvenation, like a phoenix rising from the ashes, Scorpio kind of energy. But the death card simply means transition or change, transformation, okay? And we've got the child there again, which means there is a new beginning. This card is the child card in the Lenormand deck, and it means new beginnings are opening up to you. Look forward to the future. Look towards your dream. Water tends to mean dreams or goals or love in the tarot. So I do feel like there is a new beginning on the horizon here for you. And I feel like it is a time for hope, starting again, renewing your belief in love and finding that motivation, that drive to even search for love in the first place again, because you may have lost that motivation or felt defeated or even some self-doubt about love, but it is changing. Now we do have poverty. It's number 37. When you reduce it, 3 plus 7 is number 10. So number 10 connects to the Wheel of Fortune, which means your fortune is changing in love, but you may have felt a little bit left out in the cold. Some of you may be feeling a little bit sorry for yourself. I mean, that's okay. Some of us, we go through a very difficult path and journey in love, and it's okay to feel a little bit sorry for yourself, but we got to remember not to dwell in that energy. Think of the positives. It made you very, very self-sufficient, independent. You know, you got everything that you've got right now because you made it. So you actually took control. There is empowerment here. But I feel like you are also awakened to notice when you overgive, because I feel this card in particular, it gives different energy every time I read for a different sign. The energy it's given to me right now is about you being an overgiver. You give to a situation and you give some more, and you give until you've got less for yourself. So they really are picking up on this energy in this reading about having some time for yourself, focusing on your own needs, especially if you've got a lot of responsibility. Look at this figure here. It's like a little child chimney sweep. I do feel like you had to grow up quite quickly in your childhood. There may have been a lot of responsibility that was bestowed upon you. So therefore, you're always instinctively looking after other people because you felt that responsibility. And I do feel like that has been at some point at detriment to yourself. But of course, it's a very positive thing as well, because, you know, you've learned to take care of yourself and be very self-sufficient and be independent. But I do feel like it has made you someone who overgives. You always make sure everybody's okay. You're always giving your healing, supporting, nurturing care. You give more love to the person that you are in a relationship with, even when you feel like they're not giving back. You give even more, which is a very strong thing to do. You're a very beautiful person, both inside and out. But I feel like sometimes you meet people who are energy vampires, or who take and take and take. You know, you may have even noticed that sometimes you are I feel like you're a bit of an empath as well. That's the energy that I'm coming on in here with. You may notice that some people who are narcissistic in behaviors may gravitate towards you because you've got such a beautiful light. They gravitate towards your light, and they often leave you completely exhausted and in lack. Okay, so that doesn't always have to connect to love relationships. It can mean friendships as well, or situations at work. If you feel like you're always a person who people delegate all their stuff on you, or, you know, I just feel that sometimes you are too overgiving, okay? But I feel like you've learned that lesson, and that cycle is coming to an end. We've also got imprisonment. Now, that doesn't mean you're in prison or incarcerated in any shape or form. I mean, it can mean that. So if that is resonating with your situation, you know, I mean, your status may be changing. sometime in the future, in allowing you to sort of move out of that time and into finding love, if you're feeling a little bit stuck in terms of love. But the energy I'm getting from this is you just feeling a little bit in a funk. You don't know how to get out of a stagnant situation, but the universe is going to put you in the path of somebody new. Okay, now as you can see, we've got a little mouse there. I mean, it could be a rat, but mouse. So I feel like sometimes, my beautiful Aquarians, you may have a lack of confidence, or you may play small in relationships, especially when you meet someone at the beginning. So some of you may be shy, for example, and that's really difficult to get over, of course, but they really want you to find that confidence within yourself. This may be something that you carried from childhood, that when you see someone that you think, oh my gosh, they're amazing, if your second thought is, I'm probably, not in their league, then there's a problem, and you need to shift your focus off that, because you're doing yourself a disservice. You bring a lot to the table, my beautiful Aquarius. They want you to be mindful of that. If you've dealt with anyone in the past who's knocked your confidence or betrayed you or rejected you in some way, they were projecting their feelings of low self-worth onto you, because we drink, when we've got a cup of love for ourselves. I've been saying this in every reading, so I apologize if you've already watched a part of your placement and you're getting this again. In a cup of love, you've got the first cup for yourself, okay? And you put everything that you feel for yourself in that cup, and then you exchange it with another person. If it's full of insecurity, self-loathing, codependence, and all those things, you're actually projecting those feelings of low self-worth onto the other person. And you tend to match the frequency of the person that you date or be in a relationship with at the time of who you are. So that person's going to exchange the same kind of cup that you've given them. So it's a reciprocal exchange. So remember that. Whenever people say you have to have self-care, you have to, feel empowered, all those things, it's because that's what you put in that cup, and that's what you're expecting. You're expecting a relationship that you truly deserve and desire. So you have to make yourself have that confidence within yourself before you open yourself up to love. So if you've had a difficult journey, I feel like you're on that journey of discovery to love yourself a little bit harder, a little bit more, and then you match a more healthy love in the future. So I feel that with this card, it's number 29. When you reduce it, 2 + 9 is 11, which is the Justice card. So I feel like you will find a solution to get yourself out of the funk. And I do feel like the decisions you make in February actually change your future, and your future self is going to thank you for it, because I feel like you actually, it's almost like an epiphany or an aha moment where you actually suddenly do something for yourself, and the universe immediately puts you in the path of somebody new, a loving relationship. We've got great fortune here, and great fortune, when you reduce it, 2 + 6 is 8, the number of the self. You're recognizing you are the great fortune. To give yourself fully and surrender to a connection, you're surrendering your heart and your soul to that other person, trusting that they will not hurt you, and the other person is doing the same in a reciprocal exchange. You're starting to acknowledge that you bring a lot to the table. You are a gem, okay? So anyone will be absolutely lucky to be with you. And if you don't know that already, this is something that you should seek to know. Okay, so I do feel like a lot of you are focusing on your career as well. So again, where your attention grows, where your attention goes, that is what grows. That's what you tend to nurture. So if you are constantly focusing on other responsibilities and not leaving any time to look for love or put yourself in a position to open yourself up to that, then you may be doing yourself a disservice. Now, again, we're going through a major pandemic. It is difficult to get out there at the moment, but that's all about to change. There's a lot more positive energy coming in the rest of the year. Jupiter is in the correct place for us to have a more auspicious time in humanity as we move through. Now, of course, we do have Saturn and we have Uranus direct, which brings a lot of surprises, but I feel it's overridden by Jupiter, which is good luck and expansion. Now, we do have a card here, thoughts. There's someone here thinking about you a lot. They idolize you. You may know who this person is. I'm going to pull a card on this for you. It's number 16, which is the Tower energy. You may be surprised who this is. You may be surprised at the depth of feeling that this person has for you, but I feel intuitively you kind of suspect. Okay, so I'm just going to pull a quick card on this for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide the Empress in the reverse? So the Empress in reverse is this person, I feel like I'm getting two energies from this. This person, they have low confidence, okay? They're not telling you how beautiful you are. It's almost like they don't want to reveal how they feel about you. I feel like you would be indecisive about this person as well. This person, it's almost like they're trying to resist you. So either they're a friend because they don't want to ruin the friendship. Can you please? Whoa, I gotta go get that card. We've got the Judgment card in the reverse, which means they're avoiding their feelings. They're reluctant to tell you, okay? I'm just gonna go and get that other card. One moment, please. So Three of Cups indicates they're in your friendship circle, okay? This person does tend to celebrate your wins. This person has a lot of care for you. They love you, but I feel like they don't want to ruin the friendship. I mean, Three of Cups is literally your circle of support. So the Judgment card, even if you look up the meanings of the cards, which I always suggest you do, the Judgment card in the reverse means, this person is not only afraid of rejection, but they doubt that it will be the right thing to do to open up their feelings. So I feel like this person, I just feel like they're trying to avoid their feelings, okay? So they think about you a lot though. I mean, that doesn't help you. Why is that coming up for February? Why is that coming up for February? Can you show me why? I feel like they want that card. It's becoming complicated. When the cards start to get really complicated, Knight of Cups. Okay. Now, either that's because someone else is showing up in terms of love for you. Okay. They're not sure whether they should tell you or not, is what I'm getting. The Two of Swords. Okay, we got the Knight of Cups. This person really loves you. And there is love showing up for you. But this person, I mean, the Two of Swords there, they're at a stalemate. This person is uncertain about whether they're considering their options, whether they should tell you or not. But we've got the Seven of Pentacles here. It's in the reverse. It's almost like they're just about to tell you and then they give up. Okay, so there may be a conversation that does come up, but this person, it's almost like they value your friendship. They don't want to lose you as a friend. So you may know who that person is, but they're showing up in your energetic sphere. It's number 16, which is a Tower energy. So they may shock you and tell you. Okay, can you show me a little bit past that? Can you show me the sudden wealth? Three of Pentacles. Okay. So the sudden wealth is like jackpot energy, okay? And that Three of Pentacles is in the reverse to suggest that this is somebody who is not in your energetic sphere. You don't work with this person, you don't know this person. So there is somebody new coming on in. And I'm going to go to a Celtic cross. Okay, this is a Four of Wands energy. This is the halfway to marriage card. So this is a celebration. This is somebody, now this could be somebody that you lost touch with like many, many years ago that you went to college with. Someone could reach out from your past, just to let you know. This is not somebody you've had a relationship with, okay? This could be a crush that you had many, many years ago. But I do feel like there's a new person coming on into your sphere that you will commit to, okay? We're just going to go one more and then... Okay, haha. It's interesting. You're getting the same cards. So we got the Knight of Cups in the reverse. And we got the Two of Swords in the reverse. So this is not the person, this is not your friend. So it's someone who is apart from this person. The Knight of Cups in the reverse is like, can mean an unrealistic expectation. And the Two of Swords in the reverse is like, you know. So for example, if your friend comes towards you, someone you know, and tells you that they have feelings for you, you may be like, you may reject this person and say, you know, it would just be too difficult to cross that line. And you may see that you want to go for another person. I hope that doesn't really make sense. So I'm gonna go to the Celtic cross. I just feel like how can I put that? The Knight of Cups is almost like you don't want the love that's on offer. you're seeking something new. I do feel like you will meet somebody new at some sort of gathering. But I feel like your friend tells you how they feel first, or you get an inkling. You become aware of your friend having feelings for you first before you meet somebody new. That's the energy that I'm picking up on. Now, I'm just going to get a Celtic cross and see who's coming towards you and what's going on there. I'm using the wonderful STARMAN Tarot by David de Angelis. Sorry, they're just giving me an image. It's more owls. They just keep giving me owls. So either owls are a signifier in your month of February, or you're looking at owls as you listen to this reading. It can mean wisdom. It can mean seeing a bigger picture when it comes to your love relationships. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Okay. I'm just going to get all your cards before I read for you. A lot of positive energy here. Wow. We got a Ten of Cups. We've got a Princess of Cups, which is the equivalent of the Knight of Cups. So there is definitely love coming on in here for you. I mean, you've got a Two of Swords again in another deck, still giving a Two of Swords. So undecided energy. And we've got a King of Swords. They want me to go again, so I will. We've got an Ace of Cups here. So we've definitely got love coming on in here. King of Swords, Seven of Cups is choice. And Four of Pentacles. So they are showing me that you do have a choice. Okay, so let me see what's going on here for you. The heart of the matter. We've got the Princess of Cups. So this is the Knight of Cups energy. You're looking for love. Love that is romantic. Someone who, you know, not be like the movies, but you want an attraction where you feel it is special. Okay, I mean, who doesn't? You may have come across someone who was very unromantic in the past. That's why that's coming up in this reading. But I feel like you're looking at what you offer in terms of a love relationship. And you actually bring a lot. There's a lot of hope, a lot of dreams here. Okay, a lot of wishing going on here. I feel like you've had a challenging journey, but I feel like you're open to love. There's a new beginning here. There is a romantic attraction coming your way. And I feel this person is very unique. This person, they've got strong water in their chart. That could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. We've also got a bit of Taurus energy as well coming through. So there is a divine union on its way for you. And it leads to a higher level of commitment because it's the crossing it is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is the marriage card. So if you're looking for love that you can settle down with, then absolutely it is available to you. But it's in the challenge position. So I feel here that there is some sort of resistance or hesitancy. Now, because you've got the crossroads here and you've got the Two of Swords twice in your reading, there's something here you're hesitant about. Now, either it's you've been married in the past and you said, I'm never ever going to get married again. Never say never. They just said never say never. Thank you so much. I'm sure grateful. Or you feel a little bit like hesitant when it comes to love. You're judging whether you should get back into looking for love. There's just a little hesitancy here, okay? But I do feel like, as you can see the Hierophant there, they're showing like two souls coming together. So I feel like this is about learning. You've learned a lot when it comes to love. And I feel like you're learning more about who you are and what you want. I do also feel like, now either there's someone you just met, because we've got the Ace of Cups in the past position. This may be maybe you've just met somebody. And if you haven't just met somebody, you're about to. I feel like you can see the potential to marry this person, settle down. I would say, again, don't have unrealistic expectations. Don't assign like an end point of a relationship. Be organic. You know, it's going to go in the direction that you want. But if you have that pressure of, I want to get married, I want to settle down, I want to do this, then you start putting expectation on the relationship. And sometimes when we have expectation, other energies arise and we're like, that's not how it's meant to go according to my dream. it can mean that it's going to go better. But if we assign an expectation, then we may be shooting ourselves in the foot. Let's put it that way. What is below you? We've got the Judgment card. Now, the Judgment card is the card of second chances. So either there is someone here from your past that keeps trying to connect to you in some way, wanting a second chance, or deep down you keep calling this person back by thinking about the past. There's a decision point. The Judgment, I mean, to get the Judication card over the fork in the road, deep down there is a question mark here, okay? To get all those three cards, they're literally the same thing. Okay, so you're trying to find your way. You're trying to make a decision. Judication is judgment, weighing up your options. And we've got Judgment again. Now, the Judgment card literally means you're at a fork in the road. You're at a decision point. That means if you're reaching for a new life and new love, you must purge the things that went before that may hinder your path going forward. So I do feel like this is about you deciding what it is you want. There may be someone who does keep coming on in, trying to make it work with that person. But if you've given this person so many opportunities and it's still not going anywhere, then of course it's going to be a difficult decision for you. Okay, I'm going to pull a card on that and clarify it for you. So maybe that's why the Ace of Cups is in the past position, because there's already somebody that you love, or you're opening yourself up. You opened yourself up to love. We got the Nine of Wands in the reverse. So that's the Wounded Warrior. The Nine of Wands is someone who persists. No matter how much it hurts, they persist, but we've got it in the reverse. So I feel like you're starting to release. You're starting to break down the boundaries, the walls. We got the Knight of Pentacles. Now this may be that you're hopeful that a person from the past will eventually offer. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, and we've got the Six of Pentacles here. So what am I getting? Now, this is not meant to be a past situation reading. This is a new love reading, but because it's come up briefly, I will acknowledge it and then I'll move on. There's someone here that you're hoping will come in with a solid offer. There's someone here that you wished it could have gone to a high level of commitment. You may have waited for a long time for this person as well, because the Knight of Pentacles is a very long sort of energy card. It means it takes a long time for them to get to that decision point. You may be hoping for fate to bring you or this person to that decision point. Also, you may be hoping that, thank you so much, I'm truly grateful. I'm just gonna pause from that energy, because they're just showing me someone who either just fainted before this reading, if that's you, maybe you're an epileptic or something like that. I mean, you wouldn't be listening to this reading straight away. But if you fainted or you're an epileptic just before this reading, there may be something in this reading for you. I mean, if you're feeling that you may have a faint or something, because epileptics, you can kind of tell. They're just showing me someone who's an epileptic, okay? And I'm getting the feelings of, feeling a little bit like that tunnel vision kind of energy. So if that's you, there's something in this message for you, but of course I would like reach out to someone, or maybe sit down, or whatever it is you do, whatever sort of procedure you have. So I'm just going to ground myself because I'm picking up on your energy. Okay, I'm just going to move on from that. Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. The Wheel of Fortune is actually going to bring you a surprise. They're bringing you a new offer of love here, okay? But you may be doing things like law of attraction, hoping that this person from the past comes on in. Now, I do feel like they actually will reach out to you in February, okay? But we've got the Six of Pentacles here, and it's in the reverse, which means you need to look at one, okay, they're saying, are you settling for less than you truly deserve by waiting for this person? Now, human beings are complex creatures, of course. The heart wants what the heart wants. But if you've had a couple of cycles with a person and they're still not investing in the relationship in the way that you hoped, what makes you think 5-10 years down the line they're going to, okay? So just be mindful of that, because this card tends to mean you're settling for less than you truly deserve, okay? And the universe, whilst you may be praying to the universe to bring you some good luck in a situation with a person, the universe is saying, well, I'm going to bring you some good luck. But the Six of Pentacles is in your future position. It's in the upright, which says, we're going to bring you some good luck, but it entails giving you a person that you actually deserve. Something to think about, okay? So that's what they're indicating there. So can you solve a situation with a person in the past? Absolutely. We all have free will, but it will be a difficult journey. And this time round, it's suggesting there that you're still denying yourself something that you actually truly deserve, something better, okay? The Nine of Wands in the reverse is dropping defenses, you know, letting this person in and having faith that they will do the same. But just be mindful that you're not over giving, because this card is like, are you over giving in a situation that doesn't deserve the amount of attention, care that you give to it? So just be mindful of that. Now, in the past position, we've got the Ace of Cups. So there is love. Now, either you've just met somebody new, or this is an attachment to love from somebody else. This could also be your desire to reach out and look for love and recognize that there is a lot of possibilities available to you when it comes to love. This is about having a dream. Especially when it's in the past position, it can mean that, you know, you had a dream of love. This card literally means you are capable of bringing it to life, if that's what you're hoping for, a peaceful love. So I'm just going to pull a quick card on that Ace of Cups. Thank you so much, Spirit guys. The Sun card in the reverse means, you know, you've waited a long time for the love that you truly deserve and desire, and you may feel a little bit down that maybe, or disappointed that it has not been reached yet. You haven't got to the point where you're hoping for it when it comes to love. We got the King of Swords here. So this is also about thinking before you act. Now, this is another air element. This is a Gemini card, okay? So I feel like you may be thinking about opening yourself up to act. You may be thinking about opening yourself up to love and know that you need to take action. So for example, that means you have to have a strategy or a plan, putting your own needs first, thinking about coming out of a comfort zone. For example, putting yourself online or a dating app, or putting yourself in a position to find love. Some of you also, I just get this energy, you didn't see yourself being this age and not being in a committed relationship. Remember, we all have a difficult path. Don't be judging your path. The one you took is the one you were meant to take. What is meant for you will never ever pass you by. Now, there may be someone, yeah, I needed to say it before the cards came up. There may be someone that you are separated from that you still think about. This person does think about you too, okay? But they're asking you, are you hindering your path by putting yourself kind of on pause by thinking about this person? So just wonder about that. We got a Two of Cups here. It's in the reverse. This person disappointed you, or this relationship you may have felt let down by, okay? And we got the Nine of Wands. No matter how much you tried, because the Nine of Wands, especially in the upright now, is persistence. Persisting at a situation that continuously hurts and hurts and hurts until you recognize that you have to ask the question, is it worth it? If you feel like it is worth it, then absolutely. With the King of Swords, it may mean that you have to come up with another way of approaching a past situation or a relationship that you keep getting into with a person, and doing something differently, having an epiphany. Because if you always do what you always did in a past relationship or with a person who from the past keeps coming on in, you're always going to get the same outcome. And if the same outcome occurs each time, you're doing yourself a disservice, okay? Unless you're happy with it. I mean, but it shows that you're not with this outcome here. So I feel also that there could be someone that you have in mind, that you're thinking about, that you want to be with, but I feel like you've waited a long time. So if there's someone here that you're wondering, let me just pull a card on that. If there's someone that you have not had a relationship with, that you have started to be interested in, you have a crush on somebody, and you keep thinking about this person, and you have feelings for love for this person, I'm just going to pull a card, see their feelings for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Ace of Wands in the reverse. The Justice card, the Queen of Wands in the reverse, and the Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like this person may either they're going through a divorce and they're like, there needs to be a bit of a delay, or they're going through a separation and there is a delay, because I feel like this person is going to be single for a little while longer. Yeah, there's something here that they were attached to that they are separating from. They're no longer bonded. King of Cups. I mean, later down the line, my beautiful Aquarians, this person will be in a position to offer love, but at this time, and that's maybe why you're pausing on it, at this time, they're not in a position to offer love. They're going through some sort of separation, or they're going through something. So I feel at this time it would be a no, but in the future it would be a yes, because we got the King of Cups there. Okay, so for those of you who are calling in new love, though, what is above you, we have a Princess of Wands. So the Princess of Wands is, because this is your energy, this is about your motivation, your drive to seek new love or get out there for, I feel like, you know, this can be a fling. Okay, some of you may meet somebody and there's a lot of chemistry. You may feel like this is a fling, but actually I feel like it will lead to something a bit more committed. Princess of Wands is the equivalent of the Knight of Wands, and that is about you being determined for a new adventure, no matter what. Okay, so I feel like you may be like, you know what, I'm just going to get out there, put myself out there and see what comes, see what action there's out there. So I feel like you have the potential to open yourself up to having chemistry with somebody new. But because we got the Hierophant there, I feel like it will lead to a higher level of commitment than you were expecting or thought in the first place. In the near future, we've got the Six of Pentacles. Now, the Six of Pentacles in the upright tends to mean the universe gives you an unexpected surprise that you're going to be really happy with. So I feel like the universe is going to, I mean, you've got two figures there, divinely guided to come together. It is a relationship that is very generous, giving. It is a reciprocal exchange relationship that is balanced and harmonious. But as you can see there, can you see there's three figures actually? There's one there that's got a tiger, and we are a year of the tiger right now. So that is a very auspicious energy. So if you've been waiting a long time for love, it means now is the time for action. Now is the time that you're going to receive. And as you can see here, we got another figure that is in a reciprocal energy of receiving. And then we've got like a shadow figure being like moved aside, upside down. So I feel like you are releasing something from the past and embracing a new energy when it comes to love. Okay, now your advice to yourself in this moment is the Strength card, courage. It does take a lot of courage to put yourself out there, and external circumstances or responsibilities may make you feel a little bit nervous, but I feel like you are implementing self-care routines, you're building healthy boundaries. I feel like if you struggled with confidence, you're finding your confidence again because of the planetary alignment in February. You're going to get a boost of confidence to get out there and peacock yourself. But I feel like there is some sort of event that you're passionate about, whether it's a hobby, whether it's or if you've got children and it's something that they are doing. I feel like you are going to be at an event of some sort where you meet somebody new, okay? But this, your advice to yourself is confidence. Confidence, self-care. Now, the external environment position, this is what the universe is sort of showing you at the moment, is the Ten of Cups. The conditions are right for you right now to find everything you need to find a committed relationship. So I feel like, I mean, the Ten of Cups is about people coming together to love each other for all time, build a family unit. This is total love, support, serenity, good fortune, good times, okay? So I do feel like, I mean, literally you can see that there's a family there. So if you're looking for a family type unit when it comes to love, I feel you're still going to remain independent within that, because they're showing me a cat there. Okay, thank you so much. I'm so grateful. They're showing me that the breed of cat matters. So I feel like that's a Bengal. Is that a Bengal? Is there a Bengal cat? I think there is. Bengal. Now either Bengal as a name is important, or the place is important, or where you meet this person. I mean, there may be like a restaurant called the Bengal Tiger or something like that, or cat. Or maybe you have a breed of cat that is Bengal, or the person you're about to meet has one. There's some sort of significant reason why they're pointing out a Bengal cat to me on this. I mean, they could have pointed out the eagle to me, but they didn't. They're pointing out the cat. So it's significant in February for some reason. Maybe you're walking down the street and that particular breed of cat walks past you in the street. it's a signifier that something is about to change to bring you a lot of happiness. The Ten of Cups is the happy ever after. So they're showing me that that is what is available to you right now. But we have a hope and a fear position, which is the Two of Swords. There's something here that's at a stalemate. So either it is a past relationship, because we got the Judgment card, fork in the road energy. Should I stay? Should I go? So you may be uncertain about whether you should leave something in the past or somebody in the past and open yourself up to something new. So this is a card of considering your options. So I do feel, again, they're giving me this energy. Whoever I'm picking up on, whichever Aquarius I'm picking up on in this reading, you're considering your options right now. You're putting your focus on the things that matter. So whether they're your responsibilities or your career goals, you're focusing on those things right now. Or it can be that there's someone that you energetically still feel attached to and you haven't closed that cycle because you keep thinking about that person. The opposite energy, I mean, we got a lone wolf here. We got a wolf energy. So it may feel daunting to detach yourself from somebody and be completely alone and say, you know what, I'm going to just be in a solitary energy and not reach out to that person. It can feel quite daunting, but that signals to the universe you're ready for a new adventure. Okay, so just be mindful of what you're thinking about, because thoughts become things. And we've got with that Two of Swords, it means you may be thinking about two options at this time and you need to make a decision. Okay, now the outcome position, we've got the King of Swords. Now, because I pulled the King of Swords in the past position, this can mean someone that you're thinking about reaches out and has a conversation with you in February. So just be mindful of that. Also, it's an air element. So I feel you may be thinking about what to do next when it comes to love. So you may be in a position of doing nothing at this time, that stork energy, stagnant energy, then all of a sudden there's movement. That's what I really feel is happening in your love relationship. Nothing's happening for a while, then all of a sudden it's like buses. You've got opportunities all at once and you have to make a decision. But the King of Swords, who's someone who's very intellectual, someone who leads with their head, just be mindful. That's a guarded position for your heart, okay? Make sure you've built a healthy boundary and not a wall when it comes to love. We've also got the Seven of Cups, which means choices. It can also mean commitment issues. Right now, you're undecided, so you're not sure whether you want to get into a loving relationship right now, or you are you have choices and you're not sure which one to go towards. They're showing me a silver chain right now, and on that silver chain there is a ring. So either you are, it looks like an engagement ring. No, sorry, I apologize. It looks like a wedding ring. It's just, it's like a band that is on that. So either that is, maybe you had a past relationship and that is the ring that is on that past relationship, or this could have been something that has been handed down to you. Maybe someone from spirit, that you wear their ring around the necklace. There's a necklace here with a wedding band on it, and it's significant for somebody. So if that's you, there's something in this message for you, okay? It can also mean that, if a wedding ring is on the chain, on a necklace, it may mean that, you're not against getting married, but you're not considering marriage at this time, but you would want a relationship. So please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone. We've got a Four of Pentacles, which means two things, really. One is you're looking for stability in relationships, but it can mean that you're holding on to something from the past, because the Four of Pentacles tends to be about holding on. And as you can see, there's two faces there. So it's like maybe you're holding on to something. I mean, there's another sort of face coming on in here as well. So there may have been a relationship where you felt really attached to that person. You may have felt that person was a soulmate. They just keep giving me this energy. So, I mean, also you may have, because they're showing me the DNA strands in this card. So there may be someone that you were committed to and you may have had a child with that person. So your DNA may have been mixed with that person. And that's why it's very difficult to detach yourself from that person. So please take it as it resonates. You may feel like it's not the right time. So let me just clarify. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Aquarians? What do they need to know regarding this situation, the outcome? We've got a Knight of Cups. They keep telling me that there is an offer of love coming on in for you, but you may have to make some choices. I mean, it may be that you have to juggle some responsibilities to make time for this new love, because love is all consuming. And if you've got responsibilities elsewhere, you're like, you gotta really multitask to try and find time for love. I feel like you will find time for love. I mean, this is victory. I mean, there's two people on a horse here. Someone who's going to put you on a pedestal for once. Six of Wands basically means success, victory, reward, being recognized, being put in the spotlight, someone who raises you up, someone who recognizes your worth. Most importantly, though, is you recognizing your own worth first, okay? But the Knight of Cups, it suggests that there is a loving relationship coming on in here, someone who has got strong water in their chart. I mean, you're starting with the Princess of Cups, which is the equivalent of the Knight of Cups. And we've got the Knight of Cups as an end card. So they're indicating whatever it is you're manifesting, you are going to receive. You're getting the love, the romantic offer, the romantic attraction that you truly desire. That you may feel like it's a fling at first, or you may be tempted to connect to a past person who tends to come in and out of your energy. This person may be a transient energy in your world, someone who is very passionate and you cannot resist this person. So you may be tempted, and there may be like a fling, okay, that comes on in February as well. But I do feel like there is an offer of love coming towards you. And at this time, I feel like you're thinking about your options. You're thinking before you act. So yeah, that's what I feel. I do feel like you will be talking. I feel like you will meet somebody new in February. I feel like you will be put in a vicinity to meet somebody new in February. But I feel February does not bring the relationship itself. I feel that you are thinking about yourself and your responsibilities. And I feel like you're wondering how love fits into your life at this time. That's what I'm feeling from this. Now we've got I have a higher purpose. So again, you're committed to your life's purpose. You're thinking about goals, dreams, building a solid foundation for yourself. And I feel like you have a different calling at this time. And it's interesting. We've got number 23. Look at the numbers. 23. And then they're reversed. 32. And this one says, I am a healer. So you're coming into alignment with yourself. Crown chakras. I feel like you are healing yourself. You're overcoming any obstacles. And I feel like you are putting your own needs first. You're loving yourself a little bit harder. And then you're starting to go, okay, I bring a lot to the table of love. So now, what's on offer for me that matches what I'm looking for? You're finding that empowerment. Okay, so I'm going to leave it there. Rather than get a trinket, I'm going to get a heart. I'm going to take this one. I'm drawn to this one. Let's see. This is just for February. Oh, just came right out. We've got plan for many hours of pleasure ahead. Now that really connects to your reading because it's about finding time, planning. Okay, plan for many hours of pleasures ahead. So that's what you will be doing. You're going to have many hours of pleasure ahead. That's quite exciting, isn't it? But again, it's having to plan it, make time for it. So now, sorry, they're just giving me something because I'm scrying in the water. One moment, please. They're just showing me a ruby, a red ruby. I mean, it looks like red ruby. I mean, it could be a garnet, but I'm feeling like it's ruby. Okay, so either your name is Ruby or you have a red ruby. It looks like a stone. I mean, it just looks like it's on its own. So I'm not really sure how it connects to your reading. I mean, it's red, so that would be the signifier of love. I mean, it looks more like a traditional shape a diamond would be in, but it's red. Okay, so I mean, it could be a blood diamond, but I don't think it is. No, I don't think it is at all. I think it's more ruby. So I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm not really sure who that connects to. Either you're just put a ruby away, or I mean, This could be about commitment, or maybe the person you meet wears a ruby ring or has something to do with a ruby. Maybe their name connects to ruby in some way. I'm not sure. So I'm just going to leave it there, okay? Because I feel like that's quite precise. So I hope something resonates in this reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me. Also, if you'd like to win the chance to win a free personal reading, all you have to do is put this comment in the comments box below. And it is, I am loved. Okay? And I'll gravitate towards one lucky subscriber on the 28th of February. I will not know who wins until the 28th of February. My guides do not give me a name until the day that has been assigned. So I will announce the winner in a video upload on that day. Okay? So I'll leave it there. Thank you so much, my beautiful Aquarians, and love and light.